this? Okay. We'll have to talk about something unrelated to this during the next break. Just making a mental note of that. But directly related to this would be TING at bttv.ting.com. I really cannot stress this enough, guys. The more people that go to this link lets TING know that we're sending a lot of people their way, which means they'll be happy. And once again, as long as TING ends up being happy at the end of this whole tournament, they've told us like they are super stoked and they want to do more if this goes well. So I think that's the biggest and best part. Having like consistency would be amazing. So again, if you guys are from America, you can take advantage of this phone service. Some people were actually asking Rifkin, like, why are you advertising this if you don't use it? That's sadly because I'm in Canada and I literally can't. Like, if I have this SIM card and I'm really excited because of all the time I spend in the States, I do plan to use this and I've only heard good reviews. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys, but I'm excited to play around with it as soon as we get the ability to. But at any rate, it's game number 2, spawning here in the upper right corner of the map. He's got a very nice game 1 under his belt. It's the blue Terran Reality.
In the top left, as the red Protoss, it is Blaze.
So got a bank heist that just wrapped up. I saw people typing like bun checks in chat for some reason, butt checks. It's kind of what Blaze should have done in that last game. He was butt kicked, man.
Ah, okay. I see where you're going with that. Yeah, I mean, actually checking really fast with this probe makes a lot of sense. You want to see if they're going to proxy again. Lairlac Crest would be a good map for another Cyclone Abuse because there are 2 ramps and there's that nice area to micro around the natural, but it's not very good for like the proxy Reaper. Like it would be okay, I suppose, but not like Prion Terraces where it just goes like right there. So it certainly wouldn't have started out the same. It could have gone into a factory in Cyclones, but, you know, off of 2 bases, as Blaze is able to figure out right now. And it's actually a second barracks, not a factory.
Actually, so
she's going to see.
Just talking about that, because we're obviously not seeing the same build again, but just to comment a little bit on that last game one more time, I think one of the biggest advantages Reality had was forcing Blaze to all in. You know, when you knock down that Nexus, it doesn't matter how you do it. Maybe it's a bunch of bio that catches a Mothership core off guard. Or maybe it is, well, that was a weird jump to the Reaper. Or maybe it is something like the Cyclone, but cancels.
So this is really cool. Okay, so like there are a couple of builds that Terran can do, right? And one of them is the Reaper expand into 2 more barracks and then everything like you would imagine, the factory and the starport and whatnot. And that's, I think, what Reality was faking out for Blaze. The odd thing is that his second barracks was still really oddly timed compared to the third. You usually put those down at the same time if you're going to be going for that build. So going for actually the faster factory, I actually don't know if this will be for Cyclones, which would be really cool and you do a frontal push, or if he's going for just that little bit faster of medevacs, but they would be without stim and combat shield. So I kind of hope that it's for a tech lab. No, it's for the starport.
Okay, continuing to scan to see what's going on the other side of the map. I mean, Reality might have a bunch of builds in his pocket. I do think, though, and it's funny to see this, like late game TvP, and especially with the early game Adept nerfs, like this matchup is still great in all regards. Like it's actually one of my favorite ones to watch outside of the longer TVZs that have been becoming a little bit more popular. But regardless of what this ends up being for Reality, this is a map with, I guess the spawn locations being what they are, I could actually see this going to like the 15-20 minute mark.
We'll see. The Widowmine drop is not that much of a surprise, I suppose, for Blaze, who's going to have an observer go across the map and potentially see the medevac. And, of course, the ability to make more observers is always nice. He didn't go for, like, a super early Twilight counts or anything like that. But it's an odd-looking build for Reality, you know? Like, not a third barracks, but instead no reactors on his starport, no tech lab on his factory, just a delayed Widowmine drop that, like, the timing would be so weird, especially if he didn't scout it. And, well, with that observer dying, Blaze did not scout it unless he called the fake barracks, the canceled barracks.
I mean, it was so weird, too, because you're right, like, it's not a significant time jump, but I would say it's about a minute, right? Like, about a minute and a half or so you would expect for that to be delayed. So if Blaze is relying on timings, it's going to be off.
Yeah. The frontal push of Marines, I guess, also makes a lot of sense. You have 2 barracks instead of just the 1 if you had gone for the 1-1-1 version of a Widowmine drop, and actually gets a stalker that just was not expecting Marines.
And 2 probes too. So the amount of Marines here. I mean, there's no
Widowmine
stim
drops.
for this. He's actually just pull. Oh, there's Widowmine drops in the main. I had missed this while this went
Yeah.
on. Okay, I was like, where's that Congo link from? They didn't kill anything though, so it wasn't massive.
This is so far done all right. Obviously, an observer has to be made, and it will just be. Oh well, the units that get up there. Oh, this will not be in time. The Widowmine's gonna get off cooldown. They're actually gonna get shots.
Uh-oh. Now, the first one may not have been epic, but this one's pretty good. Even though he
Not
doesn't
bad.
kill the most of this, the Liberator's going to deny mining from it. So, Marines not pushing back to the natural. The Mothership Core should be able to hold this, but can Reality hold the counterattack? SCVs are getting pulled back. Looks like he's just going to abandon trying to get these bunkers up. No cancel. Just trying to go for as many kills as he can.
Oh.
Mothership Core actually goes down. What?
Gets a little out of range of those pylons. The probes are all choked in trying to kill these Marines.
I think he
A
should
lot
be
of
able
his
to hold.
production was in the low ground. Yeah, the Liberator's coming out. I think he's fine.
Yeah. Widowmine's on top of this too. Main base not mining at all. The Sim City being so
Ooh,
not
yeah.
helpful in this situation. He actually can't get there. He literally can't get there without Blink. Oh my
Clever
god.
little, well, boy in this case.
Yeah.
Clever boy.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to Desert for the 1-year resub, and thank you Frankenfurter for the brand new sub. But reality has absolutely abused this. GG. I can't, like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna leave the game. 1 sec. I gotta go over here. Like, this SimCity's ridiculous. If this gateway wasn't here, would the game have ended? That's the biggest question I have.
That's so good.
All right, let's get out of the game. That was so good. That was, oh my god, so good. A lot of people are saying in chat they wanted to cast Soul